Salve GBR, everyone. I'm Muchmore,
And I'm Sklar.
and we are playing Rogue Galaxy, a game that I've played extensively and that Sklar has touched for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I played it for a little bit and then got killed a lot and then just sort of stopped and said I'd come back to it. And never did.
Yeah, that sounds about right for you. The war that divides the galaxy has cast its dark shadow upon the distant desert planet Rosa. Highly valued for its natural resources, Rosa has been put... Okay, I'm very confused now. What natural resources does it have if it's a desert planet?
Well, I mean, like what other planet is going to have sand?
You do have a point.
Yeah, you see, where else are they going to get all this?
Also, you may notice, like, a few graphical glitches or whatever. I don't know if it's part of the emulator or something to do with my TV or what, but it does that with this game.
Yeah, we're playing this on the PS4's, like, PS2 emulation.
Yeah. I'm really glad they did that because it means trophy support for, like, classic games.
Yeah. I believe you've played some of this on your own, so there's probably not going to be too many trophy pop-ups.
There shouldn't be any trophy pop-ups unless you get past where I am in the game.
Well, I don't think that'll happen today.
So, it looks really damn good for being emulated on PS4.
Considering, yeah. You can tell a little bit it's stretched a bit.
Yeah.
But for most SD games you try to put on HD TV,
It'll mess up a little.
Yeah.
It only does this during the high cutscenes usually. Or, I guess during cutscenes in general. It doesn't do it during gameplay.
Nah, that's good to hear. Yeah, the screenshots I saw of it looked pretty good. A bit better than this.
Yeah. It's a really fun game. I enjoy it. It's a very difficult game if you don't grind like hell, but...
Well, we'll see how difficult it is for me.
Yeah. And if it comes down to it, we'll grind, like, in between videos or whatever.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like these two characters, but they're my two least favorite party members.
Oh, so these two are party members.
Yeah. Minor spoiler. I think you should have already known that if you played, like, even to the first boss. Which is, like, in this, like, first area.
I guess I forgot. Just Steve the robot.
Yes. Yes, Steve. I like Steve more than I do the other guy.
Yeah, I was getting that impression.
Rosa Salgan. It's like, you'll notice, like, building textures and all aren't that great, but it was, like, 2005, I think, when this game came out.
2004, 2005, something like that.
Yeah, so it's been 10 or 11 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. I mean, considering...
Yeah, I've seen new games come out that look worse than this. So, can't really complain about the graphics any.
This does have a bit of a, like, especially with the appearance of the NPCs, a bit Dragon Quest-ish vibe.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it was made by the same people who did Dragon Quest VIII, so...
Yeah.
I'm gonna warn you, I don't like the basic control setup for this game, but you'll probably just get used to it.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll just get used to it. He's
not doing it for his health, Scar.
I do like humph, like, spelled out with, like, a U.
Yeah.
Because that's more like how you'd say it.
Yeah. I will say, the voice acting in this game is, like, it's nowhere near Fallout 4 bad, but it's not, like, the best I've heard either.
Yeah, it sounds alright so far.
Yeah, so far, but later in the game, you can tell a few times when it doesn't quite fit.
Yeah.
And the sword is magic, it sinks through the bleacher things.
Yes, the ancient art of clipping.
Yes. I can't tell if the scarf is doing it or not. I think it is, but
A little bit.
Technically speaking, it could also just be folding up in on itself and we just can't see it.
Hmm.
Also, I'm wondering where the wind is blowing from that is moving it indoors.
I guess the scarf might just be like set to move as if there's wind, even if it's inside.
I suppose so.
Some games will do that.
Yeah. Also, this is the church, and they have a giant, like, monster radar thing that displays the entire planet.
Yeah, what, your church doesn't have this? His name is Jaster?
Yeah, Jester Rogue.
That's a bit of an interesting name.
Yeah. Say hello to the first boss.
So giant robot attacks are just common enough to have a giant sphere dedicated to robot attacks?
Well, I mean, no, they're not that common, but they're common enough that you probably need some sort of warning system.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I like how the warning system basically just alerts the preacher and whoever else is in the church at the time.
Yeah.
And he's just cutting them in half.
Yep.
It's like the most violent this game ever gets in a cutscene.
I'm the cool badass mentor character.
Exactly. Yeah, X's
Hooded
basic
man.
attack, and then
Yeah, I
square
figured
is
that one out.
fire gun. And you'll see up at the top left-hand corner of the screen is your reload meter. You can only reload on, like, non-special guns, I think, like, 3 times per battle. But if you reach that point, you've been firing your gun way too much. And yeah, it has the action gauge. The more you attack, it'll go down, or if you use items, it'll go down.
Okay. Yeah, so just AP.
Yeah, basically. Well, no, not the AP. It's the blue bar right below the character's name. And if you block an attack while it's recharging, you instantly recharge.
Uh-huh. Ah, you see, you failed to tell me against the jumping action.
Yeah, that is
I
actually
needed that.
That is actually very useful in some fights.
Oh.
Like, it's not one of those games where jump is a completely wasted button.
Do like how there's air attacks.
Yeah, you can't use your gun in there, though.
Hmm.
I don't know
Oh, you
what
can
you're
change
doing.
equipment mid-battle?
Yeah,
Interesting.
absolutely. You can do any single thing in battle, pretty much, and use items.
Cool. And that's taken care of.
Yeah, and now your sword is clipping through his knee.
Because that happens.
He doesn't care.
Oh, he's level 20.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't care. You're not doing anything to him.
Stabs him.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I get annoyed when characters have weapons on their clothes that they don't ever use, like that dagger on the front of him. I don't think he ever uses that.
Yeah.
Unless maybe that's, like, his secondary attack. I don't even know if he has a secondary attack.
Jade.
Yeah. You're going to talk to every single NPC, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I just, like, it was the first thing I saw.
There's a million NPCs you can talk to, and none of them
Yeah.
have anything important
There were
to say.
guards, like, all around us as soon as the fight ended.
Church chests.
Snowcrest.
Yeah, that's for the Revelation, which I don't think you have yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
he gets the same advice as Orin from Final Fantasy X.
yeah, I didn't even realize that. I think there's another treasure chest over here somewhere.
Perhaps not.
Maybe it doesn't spawn in until later.
So treasure chests aren't set, they spawn?
They're set, but I think, like, some of them you have to reach a certain point before they'll show up. At least in this first area.
So what's the gun particularly used for?
Ranged attacks, and it has knockback. But you can basically stun lock an enemy with a gun.
Okay.
Or at least weak enemies. You can also pick up objects like those pots or blocks on the ground and throw them at enemies to stun them. It does some
See,
damage.
sword, gun, or pot.
It does some damage. You also have a skill you can get that makes it where it does even more damage, and you can throw items farther. You can also hit them with the sword to knock them into enemies.
So, just environment use is like a
Yeah. And that's
actual
a
purpose.
save point.
Okay.
It's also a teleporter. You can teleport between any of those on the same planet you know, or you've come in contact with.
Cool.
Also, you do walk the same very often in this game.
Yeah, not surprised. They have to be on the same planet to teleport.
Yeah. And also, Floater restores everything. It even reloads your gun.
Good.
Like your
Oh
gun,
yeah, I meant to ask about the gun reloading.
It doesn't reload between fights.
Okay.
Just touch it and it'll turn blue and heal everyone.
Cool.
Alright, and then save memory slot 2. That
Worried
will
I'll
be-
save over your save file?
Yes, I am. Because I'm like level 50 or 60 at this point. That takes, and I've got like 40 hours into the game. You do that, I will kill you.
I was just curious what your stats were.
Yeah. It's like 50 or 60. Doors you can open will have like an orange triangle above them.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I take that.
Oh yeah, there's lock on.
Once you've left on directional buttons, okay.
Yeah, I have lock on turned off by, like I have that turned off by default. You may want to do that. I don't know if it's already done that for you. No, it's not.
Yeah, it looked like I was logging on.
Yeah, I don't like that just because it makes it hard if you need to switch targets.
Is there like a dodge button?
There's no dodge. There's block.
Okay. He was stuck on a tree.
You need to block so your gauge will refill. You don't block all damage most of the time, but you'll block most damage. I think it may be blocking all damage right now because these enemies are so weak.
Oh, yeah.
There are like two main things you'll get in this game in terms of items, and that's healing items and revelation items. Revelation is basically the skill level up system.
Alright.
You want to go straight ahead first because there's a treasure chest over
I'm a
there.
bit curious about, I like checking out stats of people that are, like, non-permanent party members, just to see what they're like.
Is it a
Like, even his sword is just Hooded Man's sword.
Yeah.
Of course, considerably better than the main character.
Yeah. Or at least in vitality and defense.
Yeah, strength is
It's
pretty
because
close.
strength is mostly based on weapon.
Oh, okay, and his weapon
Yeah.
just isn't all that
Strategy,
good.
that's, I've set the team command to fight the same target. They won't pick the same one you're on, but once you have 3 party members, they'll all attack that same one. Go all out, you don't really want to set because they'll make them use all their AP on every single enemy.
Yeah, can you change this mid-fight?
Yeah, you
Okay,
absolutely
cool.
can.
Oh, I'll have him on fight separately for now.
And then Revelation, yeah, you can use his Revelation flow. But basically, like, you get that particular item, you put it in there, and it opens up the slots around it. It's kind of like the Sphere
okay.
Grid in Final Fantasy X, but not really.
Yeah, reminds me of a bit of that and the license points in Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, and that's the basics of it. And there'll be more tutorials, and I'll explain what the tutorials say since you don't want to just read them.
Yeah.
For now, kill stuff. And don't die.
I do like how the combat, like, it's just done really fast.
Those flying enemies, you'll either jump to hit them or shoot them. The guns, especially once you
I
get...
like how he knocked him to the ground and then shot him
Yeah.
anyways.
The guns... On those you need to watch out because they have a dual attack whenever they do the headbutt.
Well, luckily they cannot withstand block.
Yeah. That's the way you were going. There's a treasure chest over there you can get. That one you need a certain key for.
Huh.
Also, be careful when you go to those. Even if you have the key, you might find one that's a mimic. Mimics are basically the I will rape you enemies in this game.
Yeah, not surprised.
Like, pretty much the only way to defeat one at low level is to use really cheap tactics.
So, there's no way to tell if it's going to be a mimic?
No, not really.
Mm.
I mean, they do have slightly different designs, but there's also a key that, like a certain type of key chest that looks almost exactly like a mimic chest.
Alright.
You can't go this way anymore.
Yeah, looks like it.
Mini-map's in the bottom right-hand corner. You can see the...
Yeah, I see it. I'm just getting a feel for the place, seeing if there's
go for
treasure
it.
chests about.
Also, one thing I like about this game, which we're not going to encounter for a long time, is that once you get all the teleporters on the planet, it shows the entire map, and it shows all treasure chests on the map.
Yeah, nice. I do like making the exploration a bit easier once you get to the point, like,
You can
you've,
go
like,
everywhere
missing, like,
on the
one
map.
thing.
Yeah. And you'll see, during the level up screen or whatever, the weapons have a bar too. That's for
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
weapon
It's like,
synthesis later on, whenever that's
Okay.
full.
Yeah, I'm sort of familiar with games that do that. I think he did like a backflip.
Yeah, he
when I
did.
was jumping away from him.
Yeah, because you were locked on.
Oh, okay. That's a bit Bloodborne-ish.
Yeah. Also, I'm not going to say you do necessarily right now, but you may end up wanting to turn off the idle chat because party members will never shut up.
I like party members talking, honestly.
Trust me, you'll get annoyed with it eventually.
Well, we're probably going to be talking over it anyways.
Yeah. Flash Sword, basically, its ability has limited amount of use once you activate it, and it makes your sword do more damage and have lightning.
Cool.
Yeah.
So how do I activate this?
During battle.
No, I know, just like how during battle.
Open the menu during battle, and then press abilities and all.
Oh, okay.
There's a ladder you can climb up. Press X
Yes,
on
there
it.
is.
You can actually climb up and down ladders. It's not like it locks you in the animation, which I'm grateful for because so many games will lock you in the animation and then you're like, crap, I didn't want to climb this ladder.
Yeah.
You got max heal.
Cool.
You know, you could just jump down. You didn't have to climb down.
Oh, well, I didn't... Okay.
Yeah.
You can apparently dismount ladders whenever you want as well.
That's one of the ones that... those will be the ones that look like mimics. But every planet, the treasure chests are designed differently.
Are mimics, like, worth defeating? Do they drop anything rare?
They drop monster coins, which you do need. Basically, they get you, oh yeah, it's just telling you about the camera
Oh, okay.
distance. Basically, monster coins, you can use those to get license after a certain point, and those give you discounts at shops, and then there are certain items you can only get when you have the platinum license, which is the highest level.
Alright.
And see, this is telling you that your allies during battle will pop up with suggestions. You can either skip their suggestions or press the button to do it.
Okay.
And a lot
Oh,
of
so that just has him heal me.
yeah, whenever he suggests heal potion.
Ah, that's cool.
It's usually easier to shoot those.
Yeah, but... What happens when I use up my gun? Like,
I told you, it'll go into reload mode. You can only
Okay.
reload, I think, 3 times per battle, but, like, in between battles, that resets.
oh, okay.
That's just telling you about the revelation flow.
Yeah, I think I got that one.
There are a lot of random encounters in this, but...
Which I don't mind.
yeah, I don't
It's
mind
par
either.
for the course, really.
And you really need the experience in this game. So, be warned, some of the random encounters are stronger than some of the bosses.
Yeah, not surprised.
Yeah. And I don't mean, like, special random encounters, I mean, like, common ones.
Yeah. Oh, you can move around while the level up screen is going on.
It's pretty useful.
Yeah, that I like.
And I don't think you can get another random encounter while you're doing that, so...
Heard that as Deathclaw.
Of course you did. What, you don't want to be alone while fighting hordes of monsters?
Look like they're running away from the monster.
Oh, they're running towards it.
Oh, I thought...
Yeah, they were running towards it. Also, you can swim in this
Where
game.
am I going, then?
Just across here.
Okay.
That's just basically to show you can swim in this game.
Ah.
And to
Is there any
teach you-
purpose to go up and down here?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
There's a, treasure chest. Save point. You do want to save because up ahead is a instance battle where you'll likely die.
Nah.
And by that, I mean, I've played this game several times and I die there at least once per playthrough.
Nah. That'll be fine.
Slot 2.
I know.
I'm going to remind you every single time because I'm paranoid.
Whatever. Make a separate save after this, then.
I mean, I'll make a backup save, yeah, but... Alright. Kill them. Kill them. Yeah. Yeah, it's telling you how to use abilities.
Yeah. Oh, it just goes into cutscene mode.
Yeah, and you can skip the cutscenes after, and you see lightning strikes where you slash down. And it also changes your fighting style when you use an ability that alters your primary weapon. This one is, like, the most powerful upgrade ability you can get, like, in terms for improving your weapon. You see up in the top left-hand corner, there was a bar for how long it lasts.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Might as well, since you're right beside the teleport, you might as well go back to
No.
it. Alright then.
I've already decided it's not worth my time to take a few steps.
Alright. Cutscene.
I thought the cutscene cut himself off.
Yeah. It's like, you've been helping me for all 5 minutes.
Just go kill that giant monster.
On your own. See, the characters are actually sensible in this about most of the stuff, which is odd for an RPG. It's like, here, take this giant glowing sword.
Just impales him.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, this is a sword that upgrades to be like the 4th most powerful weapon in the game.
Cool.
And you get the first version of it immediately. This will actually be more powerful than most of the weapons you'll get for...
The 7-star sword, Desert Seeker.
Yeah. Also automatically equips it, so you don't have to worry about that.
Cool. It's my number. Call me.
The battle. Not really sure how it works, but consider it looks like it's a camera that you would have to hold looking at the fight, but he just stores it in his inventory. It's like, how did you get up there?
No, wait! How can you just leave me here?
Probably the same way he jumped off it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the fight where you're probably gonna die.
Nah.
Be ready to be using heal potions here.
About the second that guy leaves is like, and you just die.
Yeah.
Can't scare me. Bring it on. Fellas.
That was just...
Scathing.
Here we go.
Yeah, you have to jump in order to...
Yeah, I just assumed it seemed like a weak point there.
Yeah. You can't even hurt them unless you hit their horn. Like, your gun is useless against them.
It even tells you to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, see, you have to hit their horn, or... And they have a giant shockwave attack.
This will be easier once I get one of them down.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that didn't really work.
See, I think you have an advantage here in that you're actually good at dodging shockwave attacks in games. I'm not. I'm absolutely terrible at it.
Yeah, well, like, action games
Oh
is
yeah,
more my
he just
thing.
punched you out of the air.
Yeah, I saw
You need
that.
to use a potion.
I'm fine.
You need to use a potion.
I need to use a potion.
Items. And uses up part of your AP bar too.
Oh,
Two.
cool. That doesn't make you, like, do it. You can just...
Yeah, it instantly does it. You can even use it when you have status effects or stuns or whatever.
I like that.
And it always uses exactly 2 of the bar. So, you know, like, what you can and can't do after you use it.
Yeah. Like how I can jump over his fist.
Yeah.
That works out.
There are enemies like this later on that will absolutely punch you in the face if you jump up to hit them. And they do, like, half your health and damage.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're...
Damn it.
You wanted to hit him with that.
Yes, I do. I
It
very
won't
much
do any
want to.
damage.
Yes, it will.
You just slash it at him.
I don't need to do that.
I think you actually hit his horde with it somehow. You're going to die.
No, I'm not.
I'm going to laugh so hard when you die.
Look, I'm fine. I got plenty of healing items. I'm just gonna waste them all.
Yeah, and you can actually pick up stuff and throw it. Oh, you actually killed him with that! What the hell?
That is not how I killed him. This is false representation.
I threw a brick at him.
Hey, and I got as many health potions as I use.
You actually got one more than you used.
Oh, awesome then.
I think.
Yeah, I only used 3.
Yeah.
Hey, you know how back him.
You can throw a brick.
Yeah. I really didn't think that would hit them. I guess I've never tried that before.
Admittedly, it was more effort than it was worth, but still.
Yeah. It was
glad
epic.
it paid off.
Yeah.
What is that?
Like if there was someone spying out there. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a character who's actually important later on.
Well, I mean, it was the guy who gave you the sword.
Oh, I didn't notice. It was like only there for a split second. I wasn't exactly looking in that direction.
Yeah.
That means that
I do like little touches like that, like a lot.
Basically, what this conversation is they see the sword and that makes them think you're Desert Claw.
Oh,
So that guy was Desert Claw.
oh, that's why he gave you the sword, so these guys would just be like, "That's him."
Yeah, and leave him alone, pretty much.
I told you he'd be on this planet, didn't I? Didn't I? See? We the lucky ones. Mission accomplished.
He's like
Listen, old man.
very C-3PO.
Yeah. Except with more movement.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
And not quite as annoying.
I've got to take care of that beast up there. You're in my way. Wait.
I do like that. It's like, it's not our problem.
Yeah, it's like he's just destroying the whole place. It's like, nah, who cares?
Come on. Knock it off. I have to go now.
By the way, that thing on his back is a missile launcher.
Oh,
We go.
well, that should be useful.
It's not.
Oh.
Not any. It's basically his gun. Although he also has a gun at his side, which is a flamethrower.
Uh-huh.
That's his melee attack.
A flamethrower is his melee. Fair enough.
Why should I?
There's also like lightning and tornado and ice versions. There's even one that shoots like darkness. Simon and Steve join the group.
Just normal ass names.
Yeah, they're like the only ones in the entire game with normal ass names. It's amazing. And
Switch
yeah, you can
characters.
switch to play as one of them.
I probably won't.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Oh, could I have done that as a hooded guy?
No, you can't.
Oh. That'd have been fun to try.
Yeah. Although I think his fighting style is pretty much the same as Jaster's.
Yeah.
Battle recorder. That basically you can view marks and see how many points there were.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, you said
And-
what I did before this.
Yeah, those are challenges specific to every single enemy in the game. Like, kill 30 of them to get those points.
Ah, cool.
And then that's the ranking. Right now you're at 100 out of...
Yeah, I like this
100.
stuff.
Yeah. And basically as you complete the hunting record and the quarries, you'll start to rank up. And Desert Claw is number 1.
Huh.
So, he's at the top of the list, you're at the very bottom.
Well then.
Also, I like, once you kill the first boss, like, scroll back down to the bottom, you'll skip up to, like, 93.
96.
I think it's worth... Yeah, okay, it's only worth 20,000. So
Yeah.
you'll...
Unless
Yeah.
I get more from other
So you
monsters.
just basically, these first 4 ranks are just there so we haven't even 100. Yeah, you can see there. He fights with his fists and then lasers.
Satellite grenade units.
Yeah.
Does he like just call down satellite?
No,
laser
they
fire?
attach to his back and they float around him and shoot stuff.
So he uses freaking bits. That is awesome.
Yeah.
What don't you like about these guys?
They're just... The other characters are just that much better.
If you say so.
I'm surprised they let the beast penetrate this far.
They left the beast penetrate that far.
Okay.